What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome back to the channel for yet another food review. This is the third food review I've filmed today because I've had all these snacks ready to go and just needed to review them, so I'm in the same outfit. Still, 2 savory foods down. This time, we have something sweet, but again, 3 new flavors. With that said, today, we are going to review the M&Ms Bakery Collection. We have 3 unique flavors of M&Ms that surfaced here and are all themed after baked goods. We have the Cherry Chocolate Cupcake. We have Lemon Meringue Pie, which sounds very different, especially when you have Peanut Butter Cinnamon Roll. Very excited to try these. Now, I could only find the other 2 here in the small share size packages. This one I could only find in the larger bag. That's a little odd, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna go in the order of Lemon Meringue Pie first, Cherry Chocolate Cupcake second, and the Peanut Butter Cinnamon Roll last. Now, I don't know about you guys, I do love M&Ms. I love them with popcorn, but my favorite all-time flavor of M&Ms recently came back a few months back, but they had the strawberry peanut butter M&Ms that originally came out with one of the Transformers movies. I think it was the second one. I think it was Dark of the Moon, or not Dark of the Moon, Rise of the Fallen. That one, that strawberry peanut butter flavor was awesome. And when it went away, I was very sad. And a few months back, they started bringing them back as peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. That is my favorite flavor. Amazing, delicious. Other than that, I'd go for plain peanut butter any day, but I would eat any kind. There isn't any that I really disliked. There was one a while back, if I remember right, that was like chili, like a peanut and chili or something like that. It had a little bit of spice to it, which was kind of funny, but that was another like limited time flavor. Was surprisingly interesting. But I'm hoping that these all are enjoyable, because anytime they bring out a new flavor, I have to try them. And I usually share them with like my parents because they love M&Ms and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens here. But again, we're gonna do our usual format of reviewing, where we're gonna go ahead and show you guys the nutrition facts. You guys can pause the video at those points. Otherwise, I read them to you, and then we'll move on. We'll open them up, see if we can smell anything from them. And stuff like this is usually a little bit harder to get that smell from, but we'll still try it anyways. Sometimes it still emanates from the candy. And then we'll taste it, review it out of 10. And we're gonna see which one of these 3 flavors I like the best. So, like I said, we're gonna kick things off with Lemon Meringue Pie. And these are the sharing size bags, these first couple. This is a 3.22 ounce bag. And here is your nutrition facts. Try to get the lighting good on them so that you guys can see. And there we go. See it, and try to pause it and read it there if you want. Otherwise, again, I will read it here to you. So this is 3 servings per container. Serving size is about 1/3 of the pack, 150 calories per serving. And per serving, you have 7 grams of total fat, which is 4 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 50 milligrams of sodium, and total carbs is 22 grams. Dietary fibers, 0 grams, total sugars, 18 grams, which is 17 grams of added sugars, and a single gram of protein. So let's go ahead and open it up, and let's see, do these smell like lemon meringue pie? Ooh. Very, very, very faint, like barely there scent of lemon coming through. But these are bright and colorful. They're small, very small. These are more of like a white chocolate flavor. And if you guys can see that, like I said, very colorful. You got like a pie crust kind of color, the white for like the meringue, and then the yellow for the lemon, the filling. So we'll see, but this kind of looks good. Very promising. Now, I'm one that I do like white chocolate, mostly though more like the cookies and cream kind of stuff, like cookies and cream Hershey bars, but I will eat white chocolate in small doses, plain white chocolate or flavored like this. Most of my family hates white chocolate, so they can't eat a lot of it at all. So this is one that probably wouldn't go well with them, I can say that much, but like my wife she would probably eat stuff like this if we like it. The kids probably, but like my extended family, my parents, my extended family, my sister and stuff like that, they don't really care for white chocolate that much. So let's give this a try. Ooh. Okay. I guess I should have seen this. Now, number one, there is a vote for the three of these. You vote for which one's your favorite, and the winner at the end of the contest is going to stay on store shelf. But if you look at that particular yellow M&M underneath where he's holding the pie, it does show that these actually have the crispy flavor to the inside. They're like the crispy M&Ms. That was a surprise and kind of a welcome texture. It does give it like a pie crust feel, like a not so much a feel, because pie crust is supposed to be more flaky and stuff like that, but I guess it's just the thought of having something different like that as opposed to just everything just flavored like lemon. That kind of gives you a different texture with the M&M, and it makes it feel better, I think. I like that. I like the crispy going with that flavor. The lemon is very good and kind of takes away from some of the white chocolate flavor. You can still taste it and tell that it's white chocolate, but the lemon is refreshing. It's good. I like that. That's a flavor that I could definitely eat more of, especially as a white chocolate. So what would I rate this out of 10? Well, let's see. Like I said, I like the texture, the crispiness. I like the refreshing lemony flavor to it. It is very lemony. It is good. It is not sour, tangy, overkill lemon. It is a good mellow lemon that pairs well with the flavor, with the chocolate, and with that crispy texture. I would say a nice solid 8 out of 10 for these. It's not my favorite. It's not the best, but this is a really good flavor that I would eat more of. Gladly. So, 8 out of 10 for the lemon meringue pie. Now, let's go ahead and try the cherry chocolate cupcake. So, this here is a 2.47 ounce package, and here is the nutrition facts if you guys want to pause and read. Otherwise, I will go ahead and read it to you now. So these are, this is roughly 2 servings per container. Serving size is half a pack. Calories per serving is 170. And this is 8 grams of total fat, 4.5 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol, and 15 milligrams of sodium per serving. 25 grams of total carbs, and that includes 1 gram of dietary fiber and 22 grams of total sugar, which is 21 added, and 1 gram of protein. So, chocolate and cherry always goes well together, just like chocolate and strawberry. So, let's open this up and see, do we smell any cherry coming from it? Not really. Maybe there's a very faint hint of it there, but bottom of that tickled my nose, but it's not coming through. If it is, there's a very faintness, but I can't tell if that's just the chocolate or if it's the cherry actually coming through or not. Yeah, I can't really tell, but I will say in the past I've liked some cherry chocolate things. I do like cordial cherry, so I'm not. Yeah, I like chocolate covered cherry. I like cordial cherry. I like a variety of things like that, but I don't eat it a lot, so it's not something that I go crazy for. But like as a baked good and the cupcake and whatnot, I would enjoy it. Now these are larger sized M&Ms, so they're more like your peanut butter or something like that. They look like on the package that they're just a filling of some sort. So it says milk and dark chocolate candies, and as you could see, there was 2 different colors when I showed them to you there. So let's see what the deal is and what the filling's like. Ooh. Now those are definitely a little rich. Those are a little rich of a flavor. I am curious though. See if I can get one of each to try them separately. Okay, I have one of each color. Let's try them separately. So there is a little bit of a breakdown in flavors here in terms of the darker color being the dark chocolate seems to be going for the more cake side of things. And the red one has the milk chocolate, it seems, and the cherry, more of the cherry flavor. When you eat them together is when you get the cherry chocolate cupcake flavor combined. You get it all together and it comes off much, much better that way. Eating them separate is good. They are good by themselves. But in order to get the whole experience, you need to eat them together. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. I actually do like it. A good flavor. Do I like it as much as the lemon meringue pie? Actually, not really. I do like how the flavors are coming through. I like how they go together, but they're not my favorite. They're not what I would want to go for more of. I would rather reach for the lemon meringue pie. This does capture the flavor of a chocolate cupcake with chocolatey icing, cherry on top, cherry flavor drizzled on it, whatever. It is capturing what it's going for. But I don't find it to be as good and as satisfying as the lemon meringue pie ones. But it's not bad. It's not bad by any means. They do very well at giving you a good replication of cherry chocolate cupcake. With that said, I think this one just goes down a little bit lower to a 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the lemon meringue pie, 7 out of 10 for the cherry chocolate cupcake. Still really good, just not as good. Last but not least though, we have the peanut butter cinnamon roll. Now this has me curious because I love cinnamon rolls. My mom makes amazing homemade cinnamon rolls. Every year at Christmas, she makes a pan for myself and my wife and kids and my sister and her kids to take home, so that Christmas morning we get up and we heat them up and we have cinnamon rolls for breakfast with coffee or whatever, hot chocolate, whatever we want. And that's our breakfast. And when I lived with my parents, Mom made them fresh. Usually the night before, or a couple days before or something, she'd make them and then have them ready to toss in the oven for Christmas morning. So that was breakfast. She did the same when my sister lived there. That's one of my favorite memories of Christmas, is the fact that always having cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Homemade, my mom's homemade cinnamon rolls. And that's always a fun treat, a delicious treat, something that I could eat at any point of the year, but it's just a very favorite memory of mine. But I've never quite had a cinnamon roll with peanut butter. So that's kind of throwing me off here. But it makes me wonder if they use this in a way so that the peanut butter kind of takes on some of the flavoring, some of the cinnamoniness, I guess, if that's what we're going for, or if they're using the peanut butter to try and be like the icing, whereas the coating is going to have the chocolate and candy coating is going to have the cinnamon blended in somehow. I guess we're gonna find out. But they just look like your typical peanut butter M&Ms, some sort of the filling, and then probably a larger candy. Now, again, the other two were the smaller share size packages. This is a larger sharing size, a like family size type of pack. This is an 8.6 ounce bag. So that's gonna be a little bit different in terms of our serving stuff here. But if you guys wanna pause and read this, okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and read that to you now. Our nutrition facts for this are about 9 servings per container. Serving size is 1 ounce or about 16 pieces. Amount per serving is 140 calories. Total fat, 8 grams. Saturated fat, 5 grams. 0 grams of trans fat. 0 milligrams of cholesterol. 60 milligrams of sodium. Total carbohydrates is 16 grams, which includes 1 gram of dietary fiber, 14 grams of total sugar, which is 13 of added sugars. Now, looking at that, the sugar content in this one in particular is less than both of the others. That's kind of interesting. And 3 grams of protein, which is more than both of the others. So we got more protein, which is the peanut butter's fault, obviously, but less sugar, which is interesting. So let's tear this open and let's see what we smell, if anything. Oh, definitely peanut buttery. Not really getting anything cinnamon or cinnamon roll, so, but I can get the peanut butter, so. And we have large candies again, but 3 different colors here, it appears to be. So nothing too crazy. Bigger size, so about the same size as what we just had with the Cherry Chocolate Cupcake. So let's see. Do these actually taste like a cinnamon roll? Or is the peanut butter going to be a little overpowering? Let's find out. So, unlike the Cherry Chocolate Cupcake, there isn't a difference between the colors of the candy. That's just, I think, a fun aesthetic choice for this. I can't quite tell if the cinnamon is in the candy or in the peanut butter, but the flavors all blend together anyways. And basically, when you're eating this, you're tasting a peanut butter M&M with the flavor of your cinnamon roll filling, the cinnamon filling inside the roll. There's really nothing to give you like the flavor of the dough or anything to kind of give you something that makes it feel like that. You get more of again, the filling, the cinnamon filling, and there's really not a lot to give you the feeling of icing. Now, I will say, and you guys can fight me in the comments about this, plain vanilla icing does not make a cinnamon roll. It's got to be cream cheese icing. Homemade cream cheese icing makes it better, so much better. And anything else is sacrilege to me, but you know, everybody's allowed to enjoy it the way you want to. I don't care. I just like saying that. Anytime I see a recipe or get a cinnamon roll from like somewhere else and it's plain icing, I'm like, I want cream cheese icing. Whatever. That's just the way I've always had them. So if you like them the other way, that's perfectly cool. I'm just teasing about fighting me in the comments. Please don't. I'm not a fighter. I'm fat. But anyways, this really just tastes like they took peanut butter M&Ms and just kind of threw some cinnamon in there, some cinnamon flavor to give you that feeling of the inside of a cinnamon roll. Is it good? Yeah, but I would much rather just have a regular peanut butter M&Ms. I really don't feel that this does anything for me. This doesn't make me enjoy or feel like I'm having a cinnamon roll. This just makes me feel like I'm having peanut butter M&Ms with cinnamon. So nothing too crazy, nothing that blows me away. Would I get it again? I still think my favorite out of the 3 is the lemon meringue pie. So going back again, we've had an 8 out of 10 with the lemon meringue pie, 7 out of 10 with Cherry Chocolate Cupcake. I think, unfortunately, for peanut butter M&Ms, this drops to a 6 out of 10. And I love peanut butter M&Ms. I love, again, the strawberry peanut butter or peanut butter and jelly flavor is my favorite. I just don't really feel these. I'm not feeling them. So, about a 6 out of 10. I think they probably could have done better. This might have benefited more from being like a white chocolate M&M, with that being more like your icing, like your icing to the cinnamon roll, and maybe the coating or the candy itself containing the cinnamon-ish kind of flavor, and then the peanut butter in the middle. Or for that matter, just instead of peanut butter, a white chocolate as the coating, as the icing, and kind of replicating the dough in a way. And then the filling being just a thicker cinnamon type of filling of some sort. Just whatever, just different from the peanut butter to distinguish itself and establish itself more. Otherwise, though, it's okay. So, with that said, though, if you guys have tried these Bakery Collection M&Ms, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you thought about them. If not, what's your favorite M&Ms flavor? Which would you go to on a regular basis? Appreciate everybody for taking the time out of their day to watch my food reviews and my other videos here on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to see more food reviews or more voice acting and gaming type of stuff that I do here on the channel. Streams with the family, streams with me, and more. And with that, that is it for this one, and we will see you all next time.